Another week of Body Talk. Welcome. The question today, juicy, huh? This one I want to invite you to write down your Body Talk in a journal, so that you can unfold your thoughts for a deeper. You not only answer the immediate question, but let it guide you. Go deeper in this thing because it's a good one. The question is, what do you need me to let go of? What do you need me to let go of? Ask your body this question. Get yourself into a body talk state. You know what it is? Connect with your body. If your attention is somewhere else, take a deep breath. Gather your energy to yourself. Connect with your body. Feel the body, and get to the place of gratitude and of acknowledging the body for showing up for you at this moment and for your entire life, and say, come from the place of love. Ask this as if you meant it, because you do. But ask this open to listen, and ask, body, what do you need me to let go of? I'm ready. Come, tell me what it is. This is a juicy question, because a lot of the times we don't want to hear the answer. Most of the cases when people come to me for us to work one-on-one and they have one specific goal, or they have a general goal of feeling a bit healthier, developing their fitness, feeling better about their bodies, all of them have an idea of what is it that they need to let go of. But they need to pay me for them to answer. They need to pay me so I can answer. I can ask them this question. They can answer that. And this is how much we don't want to hear the answer for this question. You hire somebody and you give them the space to draw something from within you that you already know, but maybe you're not ready to. You were not until now ready to face that. And sometimes because the things that we want to let go of, we haven't let go of them, because we have the feeling that they are protecting us from something we're afraid of. That's why we're there. That's why there are dysfunctional patterns in other ways that we are aware of, that we eat things that we shouldn't, that we exercise in ways or don't exercise in ways that we know that is not in alignment, in integrity with us. Or we have different habits of maybe smoking, drinking, sleeping late, sleeping little, or overstressing, or toxic relationships, or gossiping that brings all this stress to the body. Whatever it is, but it's serving a purpose. It's protecting us from a type of situation that we are uncomfortable to face or afraid to face. And the fact is that most of those situations, they are not threatening to you anymore. Maybe they used to be back in the day, and you probably know what I'm talking about here. Even though I'm talking in general terms, if you are, facing the pattern of emotional eating in the evening before going to bed to an uncontrollable degree, and you realize that it's feeling the little hole of comfort, because you feel a little lonely, in your lifestyle, even though you may be married, even though you may have a partner, and you felt that before, because I don't know, at school you were cast out of the friends because you were a little weird, like I was, and you realize that hurt you when you were a kid. It was hard for you to understand, but now you're a different person. Now that type of situation doesn't hurt you anymore. Now you are someone who can give love out of your overflow, who can give love to yourself first and then give this to others. And in that situation that you are having with your partner or with your friends, is not, it won't affect you, won't threaten you the same way that it did when you were a kid, because now you're an adult and you can deal with that. Or you can have the difficult conversation that entails. You can address the patterns in yourself that maybe needs to change, that entails that you couldn't do as a kid. But then that emotional eating that shows up at night is comforting, that is bringing you some comfort. because it was the type of response that you have when you were a kid, when you couldn't deal with that situation of feeling lonely. And I know that this is only one specific situation. Maybe I'm talking about a pattern that you don't have, and maybe the reason for that pattern is also not related to the lonely or not. But what I'm talking about here is that there is something, a dysfunctional pattern there that is coming from a reason. And you are aware of that dysfunctional pattern, maybe, and that reason you may not be, but that reason is probably not valid to you anymore. That thing that this dysfunctional pattern is protecting you from is something that originated back in your past, that doesn't threaten you anymore. And now you are someone different that can deal with that without needing to have that coping mechanism. So when you ask your body very honestly and you open yourself to listen, you may hear from this force of nature, from this piece of miracle from the gods, the one that shows up for you every day, the most loyal soldier you have in your life, from that space of this precious miracle, this thing is telling you, hey, I know what you need to let go of, or I have a guess, let me tell you what I think, that I need you to let go of. And if you are there to be the owner and respect your body, you may take that decision, or may at least give space for that thought to arise. But there may also be cases that are things that come out from that conversation that you were not foreseeing. Now maybe I should let go of the amount of soda that I'm drinking before going to bed or after lunch. I know that things not serving me. It's just a little bit of comfort or whatnot. But maybe there are things that come out that come from a deeper place that you didn't see them coming. Maybe what I need to let go of is this place that I live in here. I know that it's about to be done. Or I need to let go of my need for external validation, or my need for pleasing other people and forgetting of my own physical and emotional boundaries that are now causing damage to my body, to be able to give or do things for people that more than the capacity that I have, or things that go against my own values and integrity. Maybe something that you don't see coming comes if you give yourself that space. So that's what I invite you to do now. If this reflection hits you to the core and you've been part of this community from more time, you know what to do. If this is the first time you're doing a body talk, what my ask to you is go to the Telegram group and find the video of this body talk and answer the thread there with your reflection for today. If this is something that served you and that provide you a good reflection, because this way I can identify what are the body talk prompts that takes you deeper, so I can craft them accordingly and support you more in your journey. Have a good time in this one. It's usually a nice, juicy one. Usually a potential strong one for transformation. And I'm looking forward to seeing your reflections. And I see you in your next body talk.